Matu, it's Secret, so I think it makes a lot of sense that they went for it.
It seems strong. It seems really, really strong. And I think that, like you're talking about, that player comfort situation is really nice as well. I'm surprised that they ended up putting the Yapsor Witch Doctor out there. I'm curious if he's going to have sort of a Sioma-like performance that we saw the other day, where he went like absolutely crazy and got a ton of net worth. Feels like it could be cool to throw that on to the Witch Doctor, but simultaneously, like, how much can you really do on a Witch Doctor unless you go completely zonkers?
Yeah, I know Zai has like tried to make it work a few times in like pubs. I think he's like tried playing like core offlane Witch Doctor. I think he just like really wants the hero to work, even though he knows it's bad. So maybe he has an impact here. But I mean, it's really good for the laning stage. There's no doubt about that. That's kind of like Witch Doctor's big thing. But then when it gets in the mid game, not the most reliable hero, especially against someone like Morphling, right? Like Cask is not the disable you're looking for against this guy.
No, it feels really bad. And oftentimes you're just bouncing around between a bunch of things. At least if they don't have something like a Beastmaster on the side of VPT that would be soaking up some more of those bounces, as Zai already playing out and spending a lot of damage onto Virtus Pro Prodigy. Top lane, Puppey has already thrown out some stuns. The Iron and DM. DM taking Sandstorm level 1 and just push the wave into Nisha. Safe lane, Queen of Pain. It's back.
Makes the most sense, like, I guess, with their matchups, right? They want to give like Matu the best possible start. See if he goes for that really early Helm or just straight into the Necro. Looks like he's going straight Necro, at least for now. That's the plan. Of course, accelerates your farm, gives you good pushing and like aggro potential into these towers. So just wants to get things rolling with his team. And they are definitely a fast team. You got the rolling Pangolier. You got a Queen of Pain who just, you know, she can scale pretty well in terms of right-click damage, but of course she is a tempo-setting kind of hero. She just likes to make plays all across the map. So she'll be popping off pretty early for them, and then a lot of pressure on FN once again this game to kind of be that stalwart defender to slow this game down as much as he can for Epileptic Kid.
Yeah, that's what he's going to be looking to try and do. Break it up whenever possible. I will say that one thing the panel was talking about is they liked like that, you know, early fast tempo that Secret are going to be playing with. I'll say that I kind of like VPP's team fight potential, right? As much as, you know, everybody hates on Sand King and Sand King kind of sucks right now, you know, a nicely timed Burrow Strike can completely disrupt all the stuff that Secret have coming out here. So that could be a nice little avenue. If like DM has a good start to his games, I'd like to see what they can do with that. Pretty farm Sand King.
Yeah, he is definitely the big like team fight. Him and the Soulbind, I feel like, are the two things we're gonna be looking towards, because they also have a lot of single target focus. It's like Morphling's like kind of single target with the way that like obviously he's like waving in and adaptive striking someone. Void Spirit's very single target focus when it comes to forcing someone down for a kill. And so like I kind of worry that this big 5-man is just gonna be a little bit too much from the handle. As Puppey, man, he got pretty low for the TP out of there, but he'll be all right.
Makes his way back home. See if they can get some extra pressure on Anisha. They don't really have the best heroes for it right now, at the very least. Maybe with an Inkswell onto the Sand King, they can do some damage here to Nisha, but they place down that Sentry Ward, and DM going to have to back out. He's just taking some right-click damage there continuously. But pretty slow start to these lanes, at the very least at the beginning. Stroke of Fate did have a Burrow Strike, but didn't want to commit it. They got to find the ward in there, and yeah, they'll find it, take it down. Give him the taunt, give him the call. That's right.
They're gonna get Necro and Helm on this Lycan, and then they're just gonna run at towers, and he's gonna ult and dive into the tower and just like troll net someone, and then they're gonna get rolled on by Zai. And I feel like these heroes are not gonna be ready that time. Like, there's so much pressure on DM to get these like huge burrow strikes and big tower defenses. Maybe if there's not enough detection at the tower defenses, that'll hurt Secret. But for now, the Inkswell does connect onto Nisha, but it won't hit with the straight fade. Now,
You've just achieved first blood. Thanks, and have fun.
He must have had just a little bit too much damage there coming out from Nisha. Finds the kill, and that is not the way that you want this stuff to start. Not to mention the fact that between the Venge and the Quap, you've still got 4 denies onto this Sand King. So taking away some of that gold experience, DM gonna get level 4 here, but he's already behind the pain.
Measure of power.
Yeah, he didn't get the right click off. Very close though. That last Shadow Strike, still taking 2 points in it, even though it's safe lane. The Battle of the Century is currently won by Virtus Pro Prodigy, though, so DM safe inside the Sandstorm for now. Gonna get another Sentry placed down there, and they're gonna take that Observer Ward out. Puppey was holding on to. But Puppey also get a Sentry, his own small camp to clear that one out as we approach the 5-minute mark here. Bounty's up top. You definitely want those for VVP. Oh yeah, bottom. Zai.
Some trouble.
Oh, 2-man Maldic though.
Oh god, the turnaround could come in a second. He's living. Swashbuckle round 2. Chase down. Is it enough damage onto this Rubik? Still a stick in just a second.
Wait for it.
Not gonna be there, but Yapsor gets 1 kill on the save. Nothing following up for Epileptic Kid.
From the goddess.
So
And they didn't move back here up top, so Poppy ends
Radiant's
up grabbing the
courier
deep
has
room.
been killed.
Now he's gonna TP back. Oh no!
oh,
Oh, wait.
just got him.
No, I think he's dead.
Throws out the stun. Where are you going, Puppy? He's trying to maybe deny himself, or I don't know what Puppy's trying to do here. He's gonna be found. Might realize that there's a ward over there now as he just gets right back to death. Okay, sure. I guess he knew he was dead if he ran back.
Yeah, I thought he might try just like going north and maybe he'd screw up and he could get the bounty rune or something, but he got in there. You got at least the 1 deep one, so that's still gonna be 3 for 1, I believe here. Yeah, looks like Secret got 1 from Puppy and 2 from Yapsor. And in fact, Iron doesn't even go down. Probably assumes that Puppy already got the other one. Either that or else he just wanted to make sure he got this pull in time.
He could hop over to it afterwards. I mean, this is looking really even right now. I think it's kind of what you would expect down bottom, where Zai and Yapsor are trading out a lot of the CS together. Is FN's just going to take some extra Maledict damage here?
Yeah, he stole the regen rune too, though. That would have been so nice. That's going to send FN all the way back to base.
Ooh.
Very good play from Yapsor, keeping on with the clock.
Yeah, and you can see between Yapsor and Zai, they're like evening out the CS for what the Sand King would be getting. So very even game so far. And as we said, all of that is sort of to the favor of Team Secret hitting this really strong timing a little bit later on. Epileptic Kid is having a good game, but Spiro just doesn't do as much when the Lycan does. So those Necro folks are going to be and already getting some damage down onto this tier 1 tower. I mean, with these Necros, it might actually just be able to drop.
Radiant's middle
trying to
tower
go in
is
here.
under attack.
He's not going to get too hard, though. He's still saving the absolute.
Radiant's middle tower
I
has
did get the
fallen.
deny and then the kill onto Puppy, so nice play up top there. But in the meantime, the bigger gain was that Secret get the tier 1 tower mid. That was Sonic Wave committed for that as well.
Interesting that Nisha went for the 3 points in the Shadow Strike. I would think that in safe lane Queen of Pain, you'd be really hoping you didn't have to do that, but I guess the fact that they're still losing the battle in terms of the sentry.
Are scanning.
Maybe he's just like always committing the biggest dagger that he can every time he has vision of him. But like typically when you don't have, like, you think about like playing like Templar Assassin, you like can't even abuse your dagger if you don't have the vision, right?
Yeah.
But Sand King, just a little bit different, I guess, in terms of like his fading invisibility with the Sandstorm.
Right.
But it's just going to hurt his rotations quite a bit, I think, with the 3 points.
Well, speaking of a little bit of hurt, this is a Queen of Pain who might just go down, blink away, just barely gets out of there. And
That
Puppy,
cost him like nothing, though. It's like a Burrow Strike, and just like a round of spells from Grimstroke. He's just going to Mango and Clarity back up.
so my man Puppy is hurting right now. Level 2 Vengeful Spirit. It's just about 8 minutes. He just hit level 3 on the Venge. So very
Radiant's middle
underleveled
tower
on
is
the
under
Vengeful
attack.
Spirit.
Yeah, kind of unusual these days for this tier to be picked so early in the draft, right? She tends to kind of have a real designated purpose. Whereas in this, like, I think they're still like okay. I don't think she's like terrible or anything.
Radiant's courier
But
has
there's
been
not
killed.
the best thing she has this game is going to be the aura with their 5-man Dota.
Right. And, helping out with taking Roche, that type of thing, all to the tune of trying to help the 5-man, it feels like. But pop the ulti coming in from Matumba, man, spots out FN on the back lines. They're seeing if they can
Dire's
kill off
middle
Epileptic
tower
Kid,
is
who
under
does
attack.
go for the TP out. That was never going to work. And he is going to die. That was bold.
Is there an angle where that works, like Batrider or something? I mean,
Dire's
I'm
middle
not a
tower
Morphling
is
expert,
under
but I don't think I've
attack.
ever seen a Batrider try
Radiant's
and do like
bottom
the
tower
Phoenix
is under
Sunray play.
attack.
I feel like
That looks like what he was
Dire's
trying
top
to do with
tower is
Morphling,
under
right?
attack.
to me, that felt like it was Flaming Zai. That TP is like, I think you're going to miss your role.
That was bold.
Definitely.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has
2,000
fallen.
gold lead.
Easy rotation from Matu after taking the mid tower. You move bottom, take another tower. He is well on his way to Necro 3s. The second recipe is already flying out here. And they do not have the same pressure up top, do they?
No.
Dire's middle
They
tower
don't. They're
is
going
under
to bring the
attack.
Morphling up here, but since he TP'd back home,
Radiant's
it's taking him a
bottom
little bit
tower
longer to
is
get
under
out. So
attack.
everything from VPP just coming that slight bit later than they would want it normally. They do have the lead in terms of XP.
Puppy.
Yeah.
The clock's ticking here, dude.
Worthy
Oh,
to
that was pretty sneaky for
Dire's
DM,
top
though.
tower
He
is
doesn't
under
know that he's
attack.
back here.
Definitely knows now.
Yeah, he cut the trees. Like, Puppy was probably waiting. Like, he probably was going to TP out, but he was trying to leak as much XP as he could. And then he cut the trees
Dire's
outside of the range of the tower engine because it was nighttime.
But I mean, dude, you see this, like, all the rest of the map is being inhabited by Secret. Like, they're playing 5-man Dota. They just got all 4 bounty runes, most likely on Secret.
Yeah, that's insane.
And, I mean, Zai spots DM. They know the whole team is up here. They got to be careful. Puppy comes back in. They're going to chase down everybody. If Epileptic Kid dies, this is feeling really mighty rough. Nisha on the other side. Ein and DM are there. They're going to take this fight. Epileptic Kid dropping down low. Oh, Nisha, he wants to go on it.
Right there.
It's just on the outside edge. And he's thinking he's getting lower and lower and lower. Jump in could come in just a second with the Sonic Wave afterwards, but he's not going to go for it. And they spotted Nisha. They spot him. They know he's here.
Yeah, the creep saw him, though, I think. Oh, no, never mind. That was Dire Creep.
Dude, Epileptic Kid is baiting. He's going to go down
Radiant's
lower.
bottom tower is under attack. Are scanning.
He knows that he's over here. Nisha just going to dig a little bit.
Yeah, they just scanned him, too.
They know.
Guys,
They're
he's
waiting.
still there.
Oh, there's Inkswell afterwards and the silence.
Killing
And they
spree.
wait for him to find the kill. VPP.
So much wasted time, dude.
That's nuts.
Oh, that's really bad for Queen of Pain. It's safe lane or mid. Like, that's a hero that obviously is very much all about like the keeping the going. Can get purged by the level 3 Necros down.
Does have Sandstorm still. Gonna pop it now. And they are not going to be able to save you.
Oh, I was gonna say, why did he die so fast? But he killed the Necro. Took 552 magical damage from the last will.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's no way somebody
Radiant
hit him for like
structures are
600.
fortified.
Ah, good old Necros.
I'll take that.
Well, that's gonna be a little bit annoying when you have level 4 Sandstorm.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with that. Doesn't feel like there's a great answer. Oh god. Another one dead. Ein. Does he know it? He doesn't know it.
Impossible.
He just gets completely eviscerated. And now Secret continuing this roll through. A 3,000 gold lead. They have one more tier 1 tower to take, but it looks like their eyes are set down bottom.
Radiant's
where they
bottom
want to
tower
pressure
is
this
under
one
attack.
and take the tier 2. And they should be able to get it without too much work. DM coming back again to stop this pressure.
That Howl is so good with the Pango. It's like a little combo like that, because like Pango doesn't need any damage items and can just move just as fast as a Lycan thanks to the mobility between the ulti and the swashbuckle, and then you just lower their armor and they just get shredded.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, DM. Yet again. They don't even have the Necro books, but it doesn't matter. Oh, God.
Damn.
He said he needed to have a good game, and it ain't happening so far. Matama Man, though, under control. Pull back in. The TD rune is enough for the kill. And now Zai going to try and TP out of there. Do they have a way to get it? No. Thought save might go for a spell steal there, but saw the jump with the shield crash and sides doesn't want to go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that Stream of Pain instead. It is level 3, not too bad.
So some signs of life. Do you feel like VPP are getting enough done early on? Like, is there anything going really good for them on this Radiant team?
I think slowing down Nisha was huge. Like, he was having a great time, and now he just hasn't been that involved after that death, right? He's trying to farm out towards this Orchid. He's probably just like feeling like he's a little bit behind after that. Obviously, Matu and Zai are picking up the slack on the bottom lane, so it doesn't really matter. Like, someone's going to be up here farming anyway. But I was surprised to look up top and notice that they had the kill lead on the side of Virtus Prodigy. I would not have expected them to have like gotten so much done early on, but a lot of that coming from that top lane, just like between the denies and the kills that they were trading with the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And now you're sort of in this spot. VPP try and make the rotation up top. Won't find anybody to jump onto. His save is still over here in the smoke. It feels like Secret are kind of trying to reset again. They still haven't taken that bottom tier 1 tower. There's still the tier 1 tower top that's also available. And DM just trying to get enough gold to get towards that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, they really...
Secret.
They thought they had the right angle there to catch Nisha, I think, right? Because like they had good vision right here up in the Dire. area, but they kind of smoked over to this side to like catch the wave with the Void Spirit, and they're maybe hoping that Nisha was gonna be looking around there instead.
DM
Dire's
TPing
top
out
tower is under
and
attack.
will be able to escape. Heads up play. Realize the rest of Secret were there.
That was a roll too from Zai.
Yeah.
Radiant
Although
are
they aren't going to
scanning.
know that on VPP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But pretty creep wave pressure up here. They still don't want to rotate anyone here. No spells left now for save. Doesn't have the scream, so if anyone shows up, he won't have a ton of burst damage to work with. But 15-minute bounty runes will be traded. I feel like that's like the third bounty runes they're even getting this game.
Right.
For Virtus Prodigy.
And a little bit rough. We don't really have that answer right now to the Orchid from the Queen of Pain, and that's one thing I'm concerned about for Virtus Pro Prodigy is Nisha's getting very close to it, and the
it's
item.
gonna sync up with the Spirit Vessel too on the App Store.
Yeah, this is going to be a scary couple of minutes here for VPP. If they can hit Nisha before that Orchid comes out,
Radiant's
that could be a really
bottom
good
tower is
timing,
under
but
attack.
it's really tough. And besides that, they're kind of going to need to just
Dire are
avoid. It
scanning.
feels like.
Yeah, they're trying to capitalize
Radiant's
on this
bottom
catapult
tower
too, because
is
their own
falling.
push isn't that great unless they want to expose that Blessed Kid the entire time. So bringing the catapult,
Dire's middle
and he's going to
tower
show anyway
is
on the
under
Morphling, even down at 580. He
Dire's
moves himself up a little bit just in
structures
case.
are fortified.
Good choice. And now he has the Eagle Song and is on his way to finishing the
Radiant's
Ghost Scepter for the
courier has been
E-Blade. So
killed.
we'll see. That's
Dire's
a big
middle
wrap
tower
around here
is
though.
under
Oh,
attack.
this is 100 gold
Dire's
from the
middle
Orchid. It's being
tower
delivered
has
right
fallen.
now, but I don't think it's going to get there in time. FN, he does have that Yule Scepter, can back away for the moment. Orchid still coming out for the Queen of Pain as Nisha's looking for an opening. Zai is there as well. Interrupted though. He will be able to find that burn strike for the moment on the side. Damage. And the Kid just says he wants to TP out. So they're going to lose the Void Spirit and the Grimstroke, but I think everybody else escapes.
Considering they were running toward the Dire base, I feel like that went fairly well for the side of Virtus Pro Prodigy.
Jeez.
But obviously, still a win for Secret. Sure, they lost their mid-tier 1, but I think they're just like now getting into those big
Double
items. Like now
damage.
Roche is going to be a big threat, and they've just regained control of this part of the map. So you can see them moving in there anytime soon, really. There's not a whole lot to defend it right now from VP Prodigy, as they're still working on that E-Blade.
He's getting closer, but it's that very dangerous window like you're talking about. Once you get all your items online for Secret, I guess at least they've got a Yule Scepter on Void Spirit. It doesn't feel great to have to commit that defensively. Like, I mean, I don't know if it really matters. If they're all on top of you, he's probably just dead anyways for FN.
I wonder if he just goes like straight BKB. I feel like that's what I would want if this Queen of Pain was on my team. It would just make me feel really happy and secure in my next team fight, you know? Yeah. Just be like, just please don't just get blown
Radiant's
up, you
top
know?
tower is under attack.
That's all I ask. All right, he just bought an Ogre Axe, so that's probably a good sign.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, he's queuing up the Aghanim Scepter on Morphling afterwards. Ooh, Sand King Morph.
Yeah, we haven't seen that one in a while.
That's pretty cool.
Not, actually, I don't even know if it's much worse than Morph Shaker now. Just because, like, I guess the big thing is you don't get the big damage buff. That's still pretty important in the Morph Shaker, but Morph Shaker lost so many of its other broken things in terms of, like, the chain stuns and everything. But the Burrow Strike is pretty disgusting.
Yeah. Gives you great disengage or initiation, depending upon which way you want to use it.
It gives you the Caustic Mask.
Yeah. Oh, stun there. Puppy gonna swap him back. The App Store looking fine. His DM is not so much so. He is going to drop. App Store the one that actually picks up that kill, and he is a very happy Witch Doctor right now.
Yes, 2 more charges. Come along, Morphling.
Radiant are scanning.
He does get the, oh man, I don't know. That's gonna be a little bit rough. He goes right towards that Agnes. He's gonna be so vulnerable.
Yeah, and I mean, they know that Roche is being taken right now. Still 10 seconds, still Sand King's online. They're not going to get there in time. They find FN right at the start. Stunned up, Maledict dead.
He had a use.
Oh my god, he got
Roshan has fallen to the
destroyed.
battle.
Anisha gonna get the Aegis. Yeah, 0 to death. Ain't a whole lot in between that one.
This is a Necro and a AC Lycan. That is gross.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yeah,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He did not go for Helm of the Dominator.
I just need that paltry item.
Oh, wait.
Too much.
Maybe a turnaround, though. A chance. No, they knew. They knew. And DM can't find any opening. So, Epileptic Kid, he's got his E-Blade, but he's still a ways away from the Aghanims. And Aghanims, like you said, does not feel like it solves the problems that are in this draft. Secret are well on their way to just closing this one out unless something changes drastically.
And the worst thing is that FN can't even go for a defensive item. Like, I definitely don't think he should be like, oh, well, I died with my Yules. I need something else. It's like, if you do that, there's just no hope of winning these team fights. So he's going to try and build towards that Deso. But there's just some rough stuff here. BKB is being worked on, and now they're going to jump on the DM, who does not have any sort of a disco or anything, and he's getting real low, and he's dead.
And they're going to lose another. The Wolves just shoot up. Epileptic Kid trying to run away. They got their eyes set on safe. They know right where he's at. Gives them the
dominating performance
on the back. And they're 3 dead. Secret. Looking so
kill here. Kill Yules.
I mean, still chasing. Bringing Epileptic Kid, maybe a chance. E-Blade? I already used it. So he's gonna have to back away. And if he's not careful, oh no.
Killing spree.
Oh god, they're all dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, it hurts. And now are they gonna lose another? Again? Gets the TP out of there. Wowzers. Yeah, man.
Radiant's
looking like the
top
panel is
tower
pretty
has
right about this one. Secret are just demolishing Virtus Prodigy. They're looking so clean in their execution.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, they are not
tower is
looking
under
to
attack.
drop any more games. It looks like in this tournament. They haven't dropped any in the playoffs. Like they only dropped 3 in the whole group stage, including the 1 series loss to Liquid. But since then, brushing things off here and looking like you expect Team Secret to look. That is for sure.
Radiant's middle
I
tower
think that
has
with all the
fallen.
hype that's been surrounding new teams recently and people getting excited about it, Secret was like, all right, we got to reestablish some dominance here. There's a reason that everybody was picking us as the favorite in literally every tournament.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice just to have a full roster of a team, too, not having to worry about, like, ping issues or anything.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
They're one of the few, like, super top tier teams. Like, obviously, like, OG can't get their full rosters together because of, like, international quarantine issues and whatnot. So it's, yeah, you want to see Secret do well because they're the team supposed to be, like, big flexing with their huge roster.
Sure enough.
Worthy tribute.
Well, what do you do now? VPP, they are trying to find a way back into this game. Epileptic Kid has not really been able to increase his net worth that much. He's still like kind of up there with the Queen of Pain, but it just feels like Matumbaman is so far ahead of everybody. And it's just impossibly hard to deal with right now.
It just like the no dispels is like it just feels impossible.
Yeah.
Dominating, I guess. Or not.
Just click Orchid on. So this reminds me of like when I first started playing Dota and you feel like Orchid is the most broken item ever. It's like he just puts it on me and I just die.
Yeah.
There's like nothing you can do. I don't understand. And then you get to, like the mid tiers of Dota and you're like, oh god, Orchid's so bad except like 2 heroes.
Yeah.
But they have 0 answers for Orchid. And they have the Yules
Radiant's
on
middle
FN,
tower
and
is
obviously
under
that's
attack.
a self-saving thing that didn't even
Radiant
save him the last
structures
time.
are fortified.
Well,
Dire's structures
they got a
are
wolf.
fortified.
They got some wolf friends that they're going to keep track of certain heroes with. They pop the dust to kill the wolves. A little bit of animal abuse going on. No problem. Secret going to siege high ground. Pull back Matumbaman, who, by the way, has finished off a pipe. So all this magic damage doing absolutely nothing. FN trying to get Rubik. They had some time to think about it. Oh, jump off. Okay, blow up inside. They take down
Killing
TM
spree.
again. No answer. They have the Orchid down 1-to-1. Nisha pops the BKB, gets the blink away afterwards, and this whole time, Matumbaman, eyes on the prize, taking down these racks. They're going to E-Blade him.
They're unstoppable.
Sonic Wave that comes to TM, seeing if they can do anything at
They're
all.
unstoppable? That was unreal. This is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing, guys.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Save for
attack.
the moment, maybe deny.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
3 are dead, and I'm an Epileptic Kid.
If you were
The
a
only
millennial,
ones that are
I'd
left
say
alive
wicked
with
sick.
no buybacks on
Radiant's
anybody
middle
else.
barracks has
The
fallen.
Morphlane has already bought back. Secret,
Dire's
I don't think they're
bottom
going anywhere
tower is
anytime
under
soon.
attack.
They're sticking around for this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow, they have a lot of confidence in Epileptic Kid. Nah, don't GG. You got this,
Radiant's
bro.
bottom tower
believe in
has
you.
fallen.
Just kill them.
Just buy a rapier. Make it happen.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Secret
are
gonna
under
take
attack.
down other racks, and
Radiant's
I
bottom
am
barracks has fallen.
What do we do next?
there.
Oh,
Well,
where's Matu going? Oh, he's going top. Oh, that's a good idea.
Radiant's top tower
player.
is under
This guy knows what
attack.
he needs to do.
I mean, to be fair, they are respawning. I mean, if they're not going to GG, I feel like Secret is probably going to GG right now.
Radiant's
That's
top
what's gonna
tower
win dagger.
has fallen.
Yeah. Did you see how much damage that one plane did to the Lycan? It is not very much. Waveform through, trying to stop that magic missile onto the Lycan. That's another set of racks dead. Lumpy is crunching. An epileptic kid is dying. Burrow strike on the Secrease, on the Lycan. GG's close. This was a stomp and a half. Secret are still good.
Which doctor?
Victory.
I mean, it definitely works in time, man. Like, it's just chilling there, healing everybody, keeping the push going. Would have been a lot harder to just like close out that game super easily without the healing work right at the end, or the